Do you have like any warning signs that parents might need to notice to realize that maybe something's not right with my child?
Yeah. So obviously, there's several things. I have a whole list of what I call my sex trafficking indicators list on my website as a resource for parents. I also have a decoding emojis, and then I have one that's coming out soon. It's basically defining acronyms that people use because there's new acronyms all the time, and
Every day.
unless you could download Urban Dictionary and figure it out, but I just put it all in one place. But basically, I would suggest obviously behavior changes, if they change what they're dressing like, or if you find that they're packing clothes in their school bag to change for later, if they become a truancy problem all of a sudden, if they start running away, if when they were running away and they've been recovered, where were they recovered? Because that's important. If they're anywhere near, our city has several areas of known street prostitution areas. I think I called it the Blade earlier. That is a term for that location of street prostitution. If they were recovered anywhere on the Blade, that is a huge indicator that they were probably possibly trafficked or introduced to the idea at least. If they have multiple cell phones, hotel keys that you find in their bedroom, like what kid has room keys? Basically, obviously there's the really red flag ones like they show up. There was a girl that came back to school from fall break with a tattoo, J-Bo's bitch, on her breast. And the school counselor saw that and was like, hey, let's come talk about your new tattoo in my office. And she was the trafficking victim and she was special needs. So, I mean, there's definitely concerns with, on the list, I have so many things that if it's multiple things going on in this whole behavior change, that would be a huge issue. And maybe you would want a professional to talk to your child. I do know that Arizona has it and we model it off of Dallas and some other agencies have the high risk runaway model. Basically, if a kid runs away multiple times or, like I said, found on the Blade, not only when they get recovered do a missing persons detective talk to them, but they also call in, even if there's no indication other than they were found on the Blade or they've run away a certain number of times, an opportunity to talk to this child with a forensic interviewer, a sex trafficking detective comes in from home, if it's in the middle of the night, to interview that kid to make sure or try to make sure that they aren't involved in trafficking so that we can get some prevention going on early stages of when this is first happening, especially with runaway kids.
Right. They're easy target, and that's unfortunate.